A file starts with a storage row, not an incident. SCP-010 is kept in numbered locked boxes at Site 19. It is not to be worn except by test subjects, and the set only leaves storage for testing. Inside those boxes is a matched system, 6 apparently identical cast iron collars with numbered metal tags, and 1 remote control. The controller is SCP-0101. The collars are SCP-010-2 through SCP-010-7, each built around intricate electronics and small rechargeable 100-volt batteries. The remote itself is a heavy black box shaped like an old handheld radio transmitter and receiver. It carries a primitive blue-white cathode ray screen, a frequency tuner, and more than 100 unlabeled buttons. Through trial and error, the frequencies of all 6 recovered collars have been identified. One clue is stamped into the metal, Russian writing beside a logo of workers building a pyramid. It has not produced an owner. No official Russian corporation or government agency matches either the words or the symbol. Lock one of the collars around a person's neck, and the remote can direct every movement of the wearer.
The device can also trigger an adrenal response and activate or deactivate the sympathetic nervous system, making control extend beyond posture into bodily state.
The file reserves its strangest claim for last. SCP-010 can alter body morphology itself, allowing the operator to reconfigure the victim's shape. The text says that extent is apparently limited only by the user's knowledge of the remote's programming language. Addendum 010. Shear records the recovery. SCP-010 was discovered in the basement of a lone man in the Midwestern United States, after a local disappearance was connected to him. When police raided the house, they found the device and several dead bodies. One of those bodies was identified as the man himself. The others were several other missing persons. Investigators said the scene appeared to be a mass suicide, but they also noted significant signs of struggle before that end. The first disassembly test asked whether the device was just complicated machinery. SCP-010-2 was taken apart piece by piece. Every part was labeled, photographs were taken, and the collar was reassembled. After reassembly, it still functioned. The second test built SCP-0101 as an identical version of SCP-010-2, using the closest available approximations for the components that could not truly be reproduced.
The duplicate failed, showing that the missing parts mattered more than the copied shell.
The remaining tests narrowed the anomaly further, moving the unreplicable components from SCP-0102 into SCP-010 shut the original down and activated the copy. Once those parts were returned, SCP-010-2 worked again, and replacing the ordinary replicable parts with replicas did not significantly reduce function. A damaged transistor replacement even shortened response time by 12%. Addendum 0103 is only a sentence long, but it reframes the whole object. Writes that SCP-0110 has proven more effective in creating unskilled labor than in any other task. With that line in view, the pyramid worker's logo stops looking decorative.
That leaves SCP-010 in a narrow final posture. Officially, it is safe.
In practice, 6 colors and 1 controller remain locked at Site 19 and come out only for testing. Their known frequencies and working components still able to override movement, physiology, and even body shape. Containment is stable. The human threat is immediate. If a collar is worn and its unresolved origin plus its effectiveness at creating unskilled labor remain the lasting implications of the file.